Human
Hiring
resources
the right one.
and hiring the right one.
All right, so what do you look out for when you hire a person? What are the stuff that you need to look out for? Or the personalities, So let's welcome a guest in the studios. We've got Ms. Rebecca C., Chief Operating Officer of Venovox, to tell us more.
Yep.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, Rebecca. Right. So maybe, for the benefit of the viewers, you can explain what is Venovox in Berhad is all about, and what does it mean by providing premium background screening services?
Okay, Venovox is actually set up, it's actually a department under MVD International previously. So if you look at it, the Venovox setup itself is about a year, but it's actually in existence for the past 12 years. The department has actually grown very big, and now we've got to form it as an entity. Okay, when you say Venovox, what we solely concentrate is providing specialist background screening services to all clients, not just Malaysian employers. We also offer the same services to international clients as well as foreign entities in overseas.
Sounds like FBI or CIA or CSI.
You've got your initials.
That's right.
So let's talk about hiring the right one, as the title mentions. What do you actually think that the company should be looking forward to in terms of hiring the right one?
Yeah.
What are the traits that we?
Okay, if you look at in Malaysia itself, performing pre-employment screening is done on a very small scale by the company themselves.
Not many
they
companies
do not look at the importance of it today. I mean, if you look at the statistics in Malaysian Industrial Court, every year the award is given to employees, meaning to say for wrongful dismissal, there's about more than 2,000 claims. So this is actually getting a bit more alarming for employers, but they don't seem to understand that the actual problem had actually started when they make a negligent hiring.
Right.
Okay, HR, personnel in the company itself, they are actually trained with HR skill. That's about it. Whereas we, on the other hand, are skilled in the sense that we conduct investigation into the actual resume. This is where when I say we are a specialist, we are able to dig out all the skeletons in the resume and give you the actual result of whom you're actually hiring. So
wow, that must be a stringent screening.
I know, and how deep of investigation are you going into?
How many skeletons do you unearth? It's scary
now, surprised because in today's market, if you look at the statistics itself, I would say that I'm sure you understand that there is a rampant influx of fake degree in the market today.
Yes,
that's actually a very alarming rate today, and HR, with their skill, they will not be able to weed out these bogus fake degrees on their own. Yes, they will not be able to trace it. And this is where we are trained to pick out these fake degrees and certificates. On top of that, there are so many online certificates that you can pick it up.
That's right.
For a degree. So in terms of actual studying skills, they would not have obtained because they would have purchased it online.
Okay. Now, a lot of companies resort to, again, if they don't want to hire a company such as yours, they would resort to their own way of doing screening, aptitude tests, personality tests. They would probably download that from the internet and then use that as a template. I'm speaking this because I know of companies have done that. And they would feel that a person who can aptly fill up these forms, you judge them by what their answers are, and then you have a match.
Yes.
What are the risks?
Yeah, your take on that.
Doing that.
Okay, when you're actually filling up, because you must understand, an employee is actually selling himself to the employer.
Exactly.
So he's going to give you all the best. He's going to come up with fake referrals, for that matter, referees who do not represent the ex-reporting supervisors, which will be set up probably their friends and relatives. And this is where we will actually verify, even if determine whether the reference that they have provided themselves are actually genuine or fake.
Wow. I suddenly picture black suits and MIB glasses.
Right. So we are actually showing on the screen the informed hiring decisions. So far, ever since Venovox has been around, how many companies have actually come to seek your assistance?
Okay, we have a clientele list of more than 500.
Wow. Right. Regular
Regular, yes, regular.
So every...
So we screen about 6,000 resumes.
Wow.
So far we have screened already about 6,000. My anticipation is we'll hit at least about 8,000 by year end. Yeah.
And how many, what is the percentage of them being, at least there's something wrong in there? Like,
okay, rather than you
fake
ask...
degrees or fake referrals.
Okay, rather than you ask me this question, I would like to highlight to you that out of the 6,000, I would say only 20% have got a clean resume. The other 80% we are able to weed out.
Are you serious?
Wow.
Yes.
That doesn't
It's very
well.
alarming. That
It's
doesn't,
alarming, isn't it?
yes,
It's
it's very alarming.
absolutely alarming. So what does that say about our youths out there?
Basically, it's a very competitive world. On top of...
What does it mean by bad results in terms of?
That's all those people who have failed.
referrals,
Yes, all those people who have failed in the sense that they have actually given you wrong salary information.
Oh,
yes,
anything of the sort.
anything on
wrong
resume.
salary information, meaning they're working previously somewhere,
They
sort of hiked up the salary.
They've hiked up and they even come up with fake salary slips.
Oh wow!
Yes,
You
Fake
have people
salary
doing
slip.
that.
They go through
They
all
do.
lengths lah.
It's like no holds barred.
Because they're selling themselves.
Oh, but that's terrible. There you go. That's the other question I wanted to know. Like, why do people do that?
Okay, in today's world, you find that a lot of candidates who are just fresh grad are out there competing with people with experience and skills.
Yep.
So what they need to do is, if they don't have the proper skills and experience, what then they will do is they'll try to substantiate their degrees. Sometimes what they do is they will come to the employer and they say that, oh, I've got a degree from a very prestigious university, foreign university. What these employers don't understand is that it's a virtual university. So these are things that, and it is not necessarily an accredited university.
Right.
So it is important to understand that just because you hold a degree does not mean that you have actually gained that in-depth knowledge of studies in that field.
But on the other hand, okay, maybe the ways, especially fresh graduates would like to get their first job, right? They want to sell themselves. Maybe the way they do it is wrong.
Yeah.
But what if they don't have any experience, but they want to get the opportunity to
Be given
yeah,
that little door
their
to-
first
I'm
job.
not saying that all the fresh grads are doing this. What I'm saying is that along in the course of their studies, if you're talking about, it's very important that the employer should understand which degree is genuine.
Yeah.
What are the universities which is actually accredited and recognized in Malaysia?
Right.
All right.
For that matter.
Now, Rebecca, I have to ask you this. There's a lot of employers who wrongly match work to the employee.
Yes.
What they do is they probably take someone from an accounting background, pop them into the marketing department because they see the fit, but the person doesn't see the fit. In this matter, do you advise your clients also where this person might fit? That 20% that you said that was clean 20%. Do you give them the fit as well of what they are good for in the
to be
department?
hired. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, if you look at it, there are many candidates or many graduates who actually graduated in a particular field of discipline, and subsequently what they will do is they will venture out into something totally different for some reason, that they're not too comfortable with the work, or the job scope there is not too wide enough for them to secure a job. So this is when they will venture out into other field. And honesty, because that's the most important thing, because if you go and oversell, if candidates were to oversell themselves, it's only a matter of time that what is their actual skill
Somebody
will
would
actually
recognize
surface.
it. Yeah.
And if they oversell themselves, they have posed a threat to the company itself, because they have spent so much time and invest, because you understand that human capital is the most important capital in any organization. So if you make a negligent hiring decision, it can cost you very expensive. I would say it's much more cheaper to hire than to actually fire.
Exactly.
That's true. After all that investment of time and
That's
effort and
right.
money that you put into this employee, now when that 79% that is of the bad apples sitting in there, do you go back to those people to tell them why they were rejected?
No, we don't do
No.
that,
You don't?
because our job is merely
Just
to
to
screen
screen.
and provide the report to our clients, who then will make the hiring decision.
Yeah. Ultimately, it depends
Ultimately,
on
it's up to them whether they
on
want to
the
hire or
So
not.
these guys are still going to walk around with a fake.
That's right.
Oh, that's terrible. I mean, it's It's basically me asking, how do you live with yourself?
It's basically fake degrees as well. And then if you're talking about veterans with experience and no proper qualification, these are the people who, the higher they climb in the ladder in an organization, the more they tend to cheat.
Okay.
So, okay, before we wind up, where can we get more information about your company?
You can actually check us out in our website, WinnerWalks, www.winnerwalks.com.
All right.
MVD International as well, but you can look us up straight away at winnerwalks.com.
Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us, Rebecca. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
And yes, for those of you who are into the hiring, not firing, you might want to just consider hiring Rebecca's company, because WinnerWalks does the entire, let's just say they go down to the
Nitty-gritty.
They dig,
Yes.
they get those skeletons out. So yes, you might want to do that to save the business.
Exactly. And for those who are potential candidates out there, don't oversell yourself.
Yeah,
You know,
don't fake it.
Don't fake it.
Don't
as well.
fake it.
Yeah.
Don't fake it. Don't. I mean, be true to yourself. You can't sleep well if you do that. Anyway, all right, Malaysia, we're going to go into a quick break.